Me and Dominique was having sex numerous of times every day.
Throughout the whole time I talked to this young lady, she had more than one cell phone.
You admittedly slept with your best friend's son.
We was not best friends, Your Honor. We was only friends.
Hold on. Now y'all gonna talk over one another, but you ain't gonna talk over me. I need to understand. How do you sleep with your mom's friend? How does that happen?
Relationships are already complicated, but the moment your partner is your mom's best friend, well, things can get a little sticky. Especially when there's a baby in the mix now, and the mother's friend has 2 phones. You really should have wrapped it up, son. All right, so picture this. Mr. Chaplin, a bit of a young playboy, finds himself tangled up in a sticky situation with his mom's best friend, Miss Jackson. Now, Mr. Chaplin's got some evidence to dish out, and he's keen on setting the record straight about his involvement with Miss Jackson and where he stands on the whole paternity deal. Chaplin's not buying into Jackson's story of him being the dad one bit.
That ain't me, baby.
You stand here with your mother, positive that you are not the father.
I'm absolutely sure I'm not the father, 100%
Explain.
positive. Because during the time that I knew her, we never was in a relationship. We was only friends throughout the entire time. Also, throughout the entire time, I've known her to talk to several other men.
So you know she was talking to several other men.
Yes, ma'am.
Just talking? You gotta do more than talking to make a baby.
Oh yeah, well, whenever we used to hang out or whatever, she had multiple people coming around. You know, a guy was spending a lot of time with her.
Mr. Chaplin lays it out plain and simple. I'm not the dad, he says, using a classic deny everything move. According to him, there was zilch in the romance department between him and Jackson. Nope. Their relationship was strictly platonic, no hearts fluttering, no butterflies, nothing. He starts listing off times when Jackson was chatting it up with other guys while they were hanging out. Kinda disrespectful. I mean, the guy even mentions how she's got a bunch of phones. Like, come on, that's a bit suspicious, don't you think? Or, you know what, that's none of my business.
Mind your business.
Even though we slept together, I know for a fact I wasn't the only person she was sleeping with. Throughout the time that I've known her, she had 2 different cell phones. Those phones ring constantly during the time that we're together. Not only that, one day we were walking down the street and a couple of guys were honking the horn, you know, trying to get her attention, but these are people that she knew, not just people who just thought she, you know, looked at her. And one guy stopped, he rode by and spoke, came back by and had to stop the car to speak to her. He was like, you know, why haven't you been answering my phone calls, or why haven't I been able to catch up with you? He ended up giving both of us a ride. She gets in the front seat with him, I get in the back seat. She's telling this man that I'm her brother. And I'm going along with it because we just friends, it's all cool. But obviously from the rip, I could tell this is somebody that she's talking to and dating, obviously, not just some friend that was riding by offering her a ride.
What are you talking about?
So within that case, and both of those situations happened before she told me she was pregnant by me. So when she showed me the paperwork, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to get a DNA test.
Okay, so let's dive into Miss Jackson's testimony. She's telling everyone what she thinks about the whole thing and how she interacted with both Mr. Chaplin and Miss Robinson, who happens to be Mr. Chaplin's mother. And my goodness, does she drop a bunch of bombs on the situation.
Bombs away.
Jackson says Chaplin is definitely the dad and she has proof. She said they were getting busy all the time, like several times a day. Firstly, I don't know how anyone can say this so freely in court.
So me and Dominique became friends. We got close. We was like brother, sister, and we had sex every day, non-stop.
Wait a minute, hold on. Miss Jackson, that sounds nasty. Now, you said you all were like brother and sister?
We was friends, we was close like brother and sister, we was friends. Every time you see him, me and him hanging out together.
We was hanging together, Yana. We were only friends. As you can see, she just said to herself.
And was having sex while we was friends.
You know what I'm saying? So after
every night.
a lot of time together, yes, but the whole entire time we were never in a relationship.
We don't have to be in a relationship to have no baby, honey.
Anyway, this is where things get interesting. Robinson doesn't seem to like the fact that Jackson and Chaplin are dating. Understandably so. This is potentially the equivalent of a 20-year-old babysitter getting too cozy with the babysittee's dad.
You never tell me when you want me.
Oh my God, what?
So in order to counter Chaplin's mommy's argument, she pulls out some text messages from her time with Chaplin that show how happy and open to the idea of Milani being his daughter. She believes that Chaplin is the father and is not afraid to show off these texts, which many would call her trump card.
Oh, shit!
You said Mr. Chaplin, he took to the baby. He accepted the baby.
All the texts is on Facebook, honey.
So you
all of them.
submitted text messages to the court, which
Can you pull
proved
them up? Yes.
that he accepted the baby.
Go ahead.
So Mr. Chaplin writes, oh my God, where's she at? I guess that's where.
Yes.
What you doing? Where is my daughter? And then you write 6 pounds, 7 ounces, 18 and a half inches, born at 5:39 a.m. Mr. Chaplin, you write, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. Hey, I want to see her.
Why you
ma'am.
ain't game?
So, Miss Jackson, you send a picture of the beautiful baby. Mr. Chaplin, you wrote back, oh my God, I'm so in love. She is so, so beautiful.
Robinson's not holding back on her feelings of betrayal and anger. She's all fired up about Jackson's connection with Chaplin, especially since they used to be friends. She's throwing in her 2 cents about age and experience too, thinking her maturity should have stopped Jackson from getting cozy with her son. Legal age or not,
It's just a letter, man.
it's like a mix of disappointment and heartbreak for Robinson, feeling like her trust got shattered. And you would too if you found out about a friend you were trying to help was helping themselves to your offspring.
Your son is grown.
Robinson's not shy about airing her suspicions either. Well, it turns out that Miss Robinson not only pushed for a pregnancy test, but also for a DNA test to sort out Milani's paternity and holding Jackson accountable for her actions.
They came and gave me a pregnancy test. I said, where you got it from? He said, her. I said, take her back to the clinic yourself and wait, and then bring me that test back. He did. He took her to the clinic. She took the test. Okay, we know she's pregnant. I said, now come back and talk to me when you got Dana. I said, let's go see her.
Who's Dana?
Dana is DNA.
Oh,
And that's what we're here for today, to see Dana, honey. And that's what we're here for today, to see Dana.
I have never heard that before, Jerome.
Although all that bickering and backbiting prevailed throughout the entire session, once the DNA results came out, only one person was not surprised, because I myself was surprised based on the testimonies. Mr. Chaplin is the father, and now he has to pay child support. But the sad thing is that the child will probably experience strange tension as she grows up, and that could have detrimental effects. So if possible, please ensure that if you are questioning paternity, get a DNA test without indecent fighting.